G'day everyone, this is the lovely Rebecca.
Hi.
And what we're going to do today, we've been given the opportunity to use this beautiful hamburger and donut and hamburger store, and it really sort of looks like Happy Days, and it's just beautiful. So everything you're seeing in the shoot today is authentic, so we haven't had to bring in props and things like that, so it's really good. So what we're going to do, we're going to go through a whole shoot. We're going to sort of walk around this shop, try some different things. We're going to do a little bit of flash work, and then some continuous light, and also just natural light as well. So there'll be multiple things that we're doing in this shoot, which should be a whole lot of fun. So we're going to do that now. Okay, so this is the setup that we're using. I'm using the A7 III here with the Tamron 28-75 on it. The light that you can see up in the top left-hand corner there is a Profoto B10, and I've got a 2-foot octa on this, on that light. Now at this stage I'm using flash, and later on I'll just be using, not the flash part of it, I'll be using constant light. This flash will do both, or this light will do both. So at this stage my settings are f8 1/25th of a second, and it's ISO 160. Now that's going to give me a balanced light with the location, so I can get the ambient light as well as a flashlight to look quite good. Like I said, a little bit later on I'll redo it with just the constant light, and then sort of using natural light as well, and I think the results look even better actually, but you know, we'll have a look through all of them now. Now the next part that you'll see is just me asking Rebecca to do certain things. Rebecca's really good. I mean, she just moves around and does whatever as well, and occasionally I'll just sort of give her an idea that she might want to work from. So what we'll do is we'll look at the first part of the shoot now. So if you look here, I have to do a voiceover because there was music playing in the background, and this would get flagged by YouTube. You can see that Rebecca's constantly moving. Now I'm also giving sort of instructions as well, what I'd like her to do. But when you do work with a professional model like this, they do constantly move, and that's great. I was also varying my shutter length as well. I was going from, say, wide up to 70 odd mil, and I think that's nice too, because you get total variations between all of your shots, which is a great thing. So what we decided to do here was decided to shoot Rebecca from the front there, sitting directly opposite. So you can see how she's sitting. Now, as we look at the other side where I am, you can see that I've now changed the lighting. I've taken the octabox off because I wanted a bit more contrast here. So I'm just using a Magnum reflector here, and I've just put a cloth around it to soften it just a little bit. So we'll have a look at what these images look like now. So a really good thing to do here is to show the model of the images that you're taking. I mean, I think it's actually a great thing to do, because if they're not happy, you can really shoot them. And I also think it's a way of keeping them really interested in the shoot. Okay, so here I asked Rebecca to stand up next to the table so we could do a couple of shots. Obviously, I've had to move the light up a little bit because she was sitting down before, but I'm really happy with how these images turned out. So what we decided to do now was have Rebecca over near the jukebox, leaning into it. I thought it might look pretty cool. Now we're using constant light though, so we're changing everything now. You can see what I've done is I've still got the diffuser on the light because it will soften it off a little bit, and it's also quite high and pointing down. And the settings that I've used here were ISO 3200, and I'm 1/25th of a second, and f2.8. So what I do here first is I just balance for the background, and then I'll add the fill light in from the continuous light. So let's have a look at those images now.
As we're moving to the rhythm of love, and every time we're close together, you make me feel so fine. The way you say those magic words and look into my eyes, I get this crazy feeling deep in my soul when you hold my hand, never let go. Girl, you make me
So I decided to sit Rebecca in the corner here just to add a little bit of interest in this look. The settings that I've used here was ISO 2000, 1/125th of a second and f2.8. So let's have a look at these images. Now with this part of the shoot, I decided to shoot from outside the hamburger restaurant inside to inside. And you can see Rebecca there behind the glass. I love the reflections that I'm getting here. But the lighting wasn't enough to light Rebecca up, so I decided to have Kerry, as you can see on the left-hand side there, holding the Profoto light with continuous light, lighting her up. Now the settings that I'm using are ISO 125, I'm on 1/80th of a second, and I'm on f2.8. And I just did a whole series of shots here that I'll show you right now.
When I first saw her, a black cat crossed my trail. Bad news and high heels made me go off the rails. But one look at her, she's oh so fine. I know I've got to make her mine. She's just my kind, I can't get her off my mind. She's my kind of woman, I need a soul. Yeah, my kind of woman, I can't let her go. 5 feet of dynamite will keep me dancing through the night. You know, a black cat got nothing on a lucky man.
So let us know what you think about the shoot. We had such a ball, and I'd really like to thank the owners of Happy Days Restaurant here for giving us the opportunity to shoot here. It's just been amazing. Rebecca has been incredible as usual. I just adore shooting with Rebecca, and you'll see all her links down below as well. So give her a thumbs up in Instagram and follow her there. Apart from that, let us know what you think about the images down below, and we'll see you all soon for the next video. Bye for now.
Bye.
Harder than Marilyn. When there's electric in the air, you better be prepared.